We are on episode 3 of our street food series. What are we going to make today? Falafel, originally from Egypt, amazing ground chickpeas with tons of herbs in them. First time I had these was from Tesco's back in England when I was a teenager, and they tasted like Gandhi's flip-flop. Not very nice at all. So I'm going to show you how to make a proper falafel at home with homemade pita bread and a banging sauce as well to go with it. So stick around for this. I'll show you all the little tips and tricks for this one. Let's get making some falafel.
So for falafel, you need dried chickpeas, 360 grams. Get it into a bowl, and I'm going to put in about 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. That just helps kind of soften it all. And then we're going to add enough water to cover it all. Now this container is a little bit small. I'm just showing you what the process is. Put it in a fridge overnight. I change containers as you can see. And then the next day, drain your chickpeas and set these aside. Now for the spices, you're going to need a tablespoon of ground coriander seed and about a tablespoon of ground cumin. Then I'm going to go in with a nice little tablespoon of sweet paprika. Oh yeah, lovely. And about 3/4 of a teaspoon or so of cayenne pepper. You can put more or less. Nice bit of salt and a nice bit of pepper. That's going to be the base spicing for these lovely falafels. Set that aside. Then we're going to roughly chop up about half an onion. We don't need to go too crazy. All this is going in a food processor. Okay, then we're also going to need about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. So just give it a good smash. You can cut off these little end bits too as well with a paring knife, completely optional. Okay, set that aside too, and let's talk herbs. So we're going to need about 30 grams of parsley leaves, not the stalks. About 10 grams or so of dill, it's quite pungent, so not too much, just the leaves. And about 20 grams of cilantro or coriander leaf. Okay, get those leaves, set them aside, and then we're going to get our chickpeas and put them in a good food processor, just like this. So what we want to do here with the chickpeas is we want to blitz them, and they're going to go up and around the sides of the food processor. So just scrape them down as you go. After about a minute or so, it should look like this. We're going to set that aside in a bowl, and then we're going to blitz up our onion and our garlic separately with about 1/3 of that chickpea mixture. I find doing it this way is really good because it doesn't get too wet. Let that go for a minute. Add the rest of your chickpea mixture, your herbs, and all your spices. Get that lid back on and then start blitzing it, baby, just like we've been doing before. Every now and again, you're going to scrape down the sides. Keep going until the whole mixture looks a lovely green like this. About 2 minutes in total. Then we're going to add in about a teaspoon of baking soda. This makes the mixture really light and airy. Give that a mix, taste, adjust the seasoning, give it another mix for about 30 seconds, and you know when it's done, when it's kind of got the texture of like wet sand, but not quite as dense. It should be able to be moist, and you should be able to hold it together just like that when you pinch it. Okay, set this aside and I'll show you how to roll it. Now, there is a special tool for this, but I don't want to buy it, so I'm just going to do it by hand. There's 2 ways. You can make a little kind of puck, just basically flatten it out with your hand, and it's kind of like doing a fish cake, really. Pat it round and you got yourself a nice little falafel kind of shape there. Or the other way is you can just roll it into a ball, which you do not need me to show you how to roll your balls. Once that's done, set that aside, and we're going to make a cheeky little salad to go with this. This tool's a little bit extra, just gives you a nice little kind of garnish. Just going to do some nice little slices of this. Maybe I should have diced this actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, some salt, some pepper, and we're going to finally chop up a little bit of dill. Get that in there, give it a good little mix around. And then we're going to add some tomatoes. I've got these lovely little cherry tomatoes on the vine. Strawberry cherry tomatoes, actually. Apparently, that's what they're called. And I'm just going to cut them in half. Put that on, give that a little mix around, and set that aside. Yes, you can do pickled cabbage and all that stuff, but we're keeping it simple. Now, for the sauce, we're going to crush in 1 clove of garlic into a bowl. And then we're going to add in a nice squeeze of lemon juice. Add a little bit now, a little bit later. Nice glug of extra virgin olive oil. Little kind of pinch of salt. Mix that around. And what this is going to do, just let it sit for about 4 or 5 minutes. It's going to kind of pickle the garlic lightly. Then we're going to go in with some lovely tahini. This stuff is absolutely gorgeous. About 1 or 2 tablespoons of that. Give that little mix around, and then we're going to put in about 3 or 4 huge heaped teaspoons of Greek yogurt. Mix that around. It looks a bit thick to me, so we're going to thin that out with a bit of milk. And then what you want is a kind of pouring consistency, but not too thick, not too thin. You'll see in a second here. It's going to add a little bit more milk. Thin that out a touch. Give it a little taste. I think it needs just a little bit more salt. No pepper in this one. And then that should be pretty good to go. Okay, set that aside and let's get cooking our falafel. Now, with the falafel, we're going to half fill a pan with some good oil. I'm using olive oil here. Get it to about 350 Fahrenheit. And that's it. Just start frying that falafel balls or pucks until it gets nice and golden brown. You can move it around first so it doesn't stick. And it should be golden brown like this. Oh yeah, I mean, just look at one of these. I'm going to split one open. They look absolutely amazing inside. Cheeky not to have a little taste with that sauce. Ooh, oh yeah. Finish cooking off the rest of your falafel, set them aside to drain, and then we're going to warm up our pita bread. I'll leave a link to the pita bread video below. Just put it in a skillet, warm it up until it is nice and hot like this. Do not burn yourself, almost did there. And then we're just going to cut that open, and you can just see the inside of this, the lovely steam and the texture of that pita bread. Add in a generous amount of your yogurt tahini garlic sauce, and I like it a bit spicy, so I'm going to put in a bit of Frank's. And then I'm just going to add in my veg, as much or as little as you like. Add your falafel, 3 or 4, as many as you would like. A little bit extra sauce and get ready to smash.
So there we have it. Amazing falafel. Homemade pita. That sauce. I mean, come on, just look at that. You know you want to get stuck into that. My mouth's watering. Right, enough of this. Time to get into this. Cheers. My God, that pita bread is so tasty. You got that lovely, creamy garlic yogurt tahini sauce. Beautiful falafel. Like, it's nutty. You can taste all the herbs, a little bit of spice. This is banging. I can see why this is a really popular street food. It is awesome. Let me know in the comments below what kind of street food you would like to see, and I will cook it on this channel within reason. Right, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Please like, comment, subscribe so that we can grow this channel and I can keep making videos for you all. Right, I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers. So good.